football. How did we carve through Tottenham's core defense from attack into the midfield, into defense? Welcome back to the channel. You're with me, Dre. You're watching Astonished for my match reaction for Tottenham versus Aston Villa. 2-1, baby. Let's go. Let me start by saying this. Right off the bat, I am so happy to be an Aston Villa fan. You know what? Being an Aston Villa fan for the past 12 years and being excited about their gameplay right now is such a pivotal and exciting moment for you being a fan and enjoying this gameplay and momentum of what is come to be fantastic football. Now, please don't get me wrong. Winning at White Hart Lane is never easy. But you have to take your hats off to the Villa boys, for they went in guns blazing that first half. Cool, calm, collected, composed, moving the ball around side to side, winning their duels, getting to that second balls quick, being quick on transition, cutting through the defense of Tottenham to score that fantastic Buendía goal. Now you have to take your hat off to that. That was some fantastic play right there. Now this was seriously Unai Emery. Unai Emery's Aston Villa dictating the play, dictating the tempo, dictating the territory at White Hart Lane, and dictating the mentality. We've grown. We're all grown up. Our football, what a time it is to be an Aston Villa fan. To watch how we connect on the field, knowing the strengths of our team, the diversity of each and every member within that squad skill set. Oh my word, I am stoked to be a Villa fan. I don't know about you. How are we doing what we're doing? We are moving the needle in every part of the field. When it comes to defense, our unit from holding the line and ensuring that whoever's running behind that line is a guaranteed offside, because I think Tottenham had two of those offside goals as well. From the first whistle, watching Villa control the tempo, controlling the ball and dominating that first half through their composure, wow, exceptional. We didn't rush. We didn't force any vertical balls unnecessarily. We moved Tottenham side to side patiently, opening up that pockets of space. Clever. Now my boys, the boys in claret and blue, holding that position, keeping and dominating that position. Wow. He who keeps the ball has most opportunity to score the goal. Their percentage of ball control and ball dominance in that first half was around 58% to about 65%. It's always so cool to see how Villa invites that press from Tottenham. And it seems to me that Thomas Frank, his message to his players was, do not take the bait. They want you to press. They want you to open up uh, the pockets of space. They want you to get out of shape so that they can exploit it. I'm sure that was the message. But it was so cool to see Villa's structure. The back line was clear, composed, double pivot offering constant angles, wide players pinning Spurs fullbacks. I'm just I'm sorry that I find it funny. It's just how Unai Emery dominated that first half was it's so heartwarming as a fan to see how the quality of football that a team such as Aston Villa plays so fluidly, so effectively, and so efficiently, that does not waste the passes but really has purpose behind what they're doing. Exceptional. It's controlled risk, positional superiority, and it's calculated patience. The Kamara injury and really the turning point, that was between minute 3 to about minute 4, 4:30. I'm going to say plainly, that tackle on Boubacar Kamara was completely unnecessary, was late, was aggressive, and the ref done absolutely nothing about it. What does Aston Villa have to do to get a break? It's as if they are playing against the ref as well in most games. Even in that short period of time, that 3 to 4 minutes, Kamara had already started dominating that midfield. I mean, he's gotten like a total pass percentage of 90% accuracy. And then once again, his excellent defense screening. This dude is on another level, man. But even when he went down, and even though it might be a blow to the team, enter Lamar Bogarde. Lamar Bogarde, I think, is doing a stellar job at Aston Villa, coming through the ranks and really just almost cementing himself into that selection, that first team selection on a weekly basis is outstanding. I think without Kamara there, or even Onana, he offers some sort of control and he offers some sort of protection. I think we're so blessed to have Lamar Bogarde also being so young, still developing and learning under Unai Emery, and having teammates such as Kamara and Onana and Tielemans to kind of be an understudy to is exceptional. And there's other skills that he's probably going to unlock along the way that we get to eat of and enjoy as a Villa fan, as Villa fans. And I'm excited to see his progress and his trajectory in his field because as a central defense midfielder, this dude can rotate right back, potentially centre back. He's played there before. And who else knows? I mean, he's got fantastic ball game. He's able to read the game effectively. And being so young and so mature, to be so composed on the ball, this dude is showing some serious talent, man. And we need to take our hat off to him. Let's talk about the goals. And not to mention, Emi Buendía, second time he's scoring at White Hart Lane within this 25 to 26 season. Fantastic left foot, sweet in the top of the roof. Keeper would not be saving that. If he had touched that ball, I'm telling you, his fingers would have come off. It was hit with ferociousness, velocity. And then Morgan Rogers linking up with Daniel Marlin. Daniel Marlin into Emi Bondia, who then passes it, I think back heels it back. Morgan takes it on his left foot, pushes it slightly further, and then takes a shot. Keeper beaten, and it's 2-0 up just before halftime. Man, excitement, roar from the Villa crowd. I can just imagine the sensation of being at White Hart Lane as an away team and just singing that song. The boys in claret and blue. I think after that, seeing that it was so physical in the second half, which Tottenham started getting into the game only from the second half. And I don't know if that's down to Thomas Frank having a certain discussion with his team in the halftime break, but you could see they started to become a bit more aggressive on their press, the way they were moving the ball. It was much more quicker. They were starting to run into certain channels, moving the ball into certain channels, kind of exploiting the defense and midfield areas, and starting to win their duels as well. But then there came a period in the game where they started becoming a bit aggressive. It's almost like they lost their head a bit, but they started going into tackles very dirty. And let's call it what it is. The aggression part on Ollie Watkins at the end of the game, I thought was completely unnecessary and unacceptable. I mean, he had every right to go over to the to Villa fan supporters and celebrate and then getting pushed. But overall, looking at our maturity in the game is absolutely fantastic. To me, it's almost as if you have to count Aston Villa as a Big Six team. I don't know how we are not being spoken about enough around the world. Maybe we are, maybe we're not, but I'm not privy to that information. I don't see it. But listening to some pundits and some commentaries from different channels, it seems to me that Villa's not spoken about enough of the work we're doing. And with the amount of talent we have, and with the squad depth we have and the work rate that each and every player is putting into Aston Villa, we are competing and moving and doing things that other teams dare do or dream to do. So I'm really excited about what Aston Villa's building through and with Unai Emery at Aston Villa at the moment. The tactics are paying off. The patience is paying off. Yes, high risk, high reward. We draw. We want that pressure in the game to come to us, but how we control the tempo just seems to be a winning formula. Even when our backs are pinned against the wall. Even when Tottenham went up 1-0, sorry, went up 2-1 in the second half. It was so good to see that even with the crowd and the Tottenham players playing with high intensity, we were able to slow the game down with some fluid passing, with some good quick transitions, playing into quick channels, and then pulling the ball back just to control the flow. Was it was wonderful to see, and it gets me so excited to see how far we can go in this FA Cup. This year we need to bring home silverware. There is a trophy, whether it's European, the Europa, or the FA Cup. Dare I say the Premier League? I think we're definitely contenders. We are contenders on all fronts possible. And hopefully with strengthening the squad, which I'm sure we'll do in this January transfer. I'm not saying a top six is guaranteed, but if you look at the points buffer between third and fourth and then going to fifth, there's a bit of margin play. So there's a bit of opportunity. There's an opportunity we can take now in the transfer window by bolstering our squad and 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 continuing with that momentum we have and that self-belief with the group of players we have, and adding the right vitamins and minerals to this group will just elevate the group further. Um, with his links and talks with Tammy Abraham coming back to Aston Villa, that will be fantastic. Um, I'm just excited. I don't know about you. I'm really excited about this time we're living in, where Aston Villa is concerned, and we're gonna grow from strength to strength, not just from a playing football brand perspective, but a fan base. The fan base, I'm sure, is definitely going to increase worldwide. Aston Villa is on the map, definitely. With the changes we're making to the impact of perhaps maybe enhancing our stadium, increasing the capacity where that's concerned. There's more revenue coming into the team, holistically speaking, and ultimately it's good for our brand. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Well, I think that's a wrap from the Tottenham game. Just emotional, maybe a rant from me. Let's put it that way. But I think a fair one. Aston Villa managing to get a fantastic result at White Hart Lane again. Just speaks to the quality of the side, and there's much more to come. There's definitely much more to come. I'm excited about that. But with that said, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. How it helps get this channel out to other passionate Villa fans that needs to see Aston Villa content. And let's continue to grow the channel, because the further we reach this channel, who knows, we can reach and grow the fan base as well. Get Villa moving worldwide. That's what we're about. Let's get the roar of Aston Villa out to the world. They need to see what's cooking in Birmingham. Man. They need to see what we're doing, because there's amazing things happening at Aston Villa, and to be an Aston Villa a fan in a time like this, what else can I say? It's exciting. From my house to your house. With that said, stay tuned for the next one. Up the mighty Villa.